Hello and welcome to Vintage Scuba Gear Australia. Today I thought I would show you something that I quite enjoy, I like, and it's a regulator that was built in 2014. So not that old really. It is Argonaut Kraken. This one is still brand new in its original box still. This is the original box they came in, packed, made by Bryan. Sadly he passed away a few years ago, but yeah, this is how they came. Pretty cool, huh? So you would get you got your regulator, you got your hoses, so different types of clamps. So you got these clamps, so and your mouthpiece, which is cool. The mouthpiece, because have a look at that. There's the Kraken on the front of it. Pretty cool. Mushroom valves, very similar to the old style back in the 50s and 60s and 70s, which if you notice on my website, I've got a lot of. Beautiful rig, beautiful rig. I've also got the t-shirt from Rob down there at the Scuba Museum. So he sent me that, so it's a pretty cool t-shirt, goes with the rig. I'll show you what, we'll open this up. We'll have a look how it looks. There it is. So brand new, pretty cool. It's got high, low pressure, so you can have your inflator, you can have your Occy, you can have your gauge on the contents gauge for your tank on there. So yeah, neat. I noticed some of these over the years that I've seen, some have the badging here, some on the mouthpieces do have the little symbol, some don't. And later on he created a different mouthpiece. It's a bit like a bulb on a rebreather. You can flick it on and off if you're out of the water or in the water, so that was pretty neat. In the box you also had that sticker, Argonaut Kraken sticker. It also, this is a series 1, so it comes with a key ring. And it says on the back, Argonaut Kraken Series 1. So what a beautiful rig. And I believe they probably only made 250 to under 300 regulators. So you know, if you look at the rig, this is a rare regulator. If you're thinking under 300 were ever made, that's amazing. So in time though, I mean they're a collector's item now, but you can imagine over the next 10, 15, 20 years, as they've all, you know, been bought and sold and stuff, they probably won't come up a great deal anymore. And when they do, they get snapped up pretty quick. This is got the serial number 14JRW, so that's the serial number. So brand new in the box, pretty cool. He also made a lot of other items. This is a depth gauge. It's got the Kraken on there, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And it's Italian, so you know it's actually a good thing. Nice unit on there. I'll just put this over here. You can still get the service kits for them. I've got a fair few kits actually, just because you know I'm in Australia and it's sometimes a bit harder to get stuff. So yeah, I've got a fair few service kits for them. Spare hoses, you never know. If I do decide to dive one, and you know you damage a hose, or in time I mean this is food grade silicone, so it should last longer than I will. But you never know. Also got some spare cans, because you know I've been out you know in locations, Truck Lagoon, all sorts of places, and you drop a regulator down, smash a tank, hits it, and gone. So I've got some spare cans. I've got a few sets actually, so there's a few cans. There's only one with the logo though. I've only got one with the logo on it, and I've just got a blank one here. I understand later on they had a bit of a problem with the exhaust. It used to stick, I believe. So there is at the Scuba Museum. I'm not sure how many's got left, but there are replacements for them for the exhaust, and these have a nipple on there, so it you won't get it stuck, because that's just going to ruin your dive. If you're out diving and that's stuck, you ain't going to. You'll have to pull it apart and unstick it, which is not much fun, especially when you dive. Also, you can get some weights put on the hoses, because if you imagine there's probably half a litre of air in those hoses, so they can get a bit floaty. I notice on my rebreather, I dive a Revo, I have some big weights on there, and I have, you can see here, different types of weights that I have for different hoses, different rebreathers. Depends what I'm doing, but not a bad idea to have these on there. Once again, service kits, got a few of those. I don't know, actually I don't know how I've ended up with so many, but I must have been on a bit of a spending spree at some point. Oh, the stickers cool. They're sort of like chromey. I think look at how they shine. Really cool stickers. Yeah, you can get them from Rob down there at the Scuba Museum as well. More service kits. But do I have something special? So, although this is a special regulator, and you know this one here being brand new in the box, that's pretty cool. And I don't know how many brand new ones in the boxes are left. But look at this. Look at this. Limited edition. So most of them are green, but this, sorry, most of them are red. Pretty well 90%, I suppose. But this one's the green limited edition. Oops, I better put up the right way. How cool is that? Brand new, never dived. See, you'll notice how I spoke about some did have the little emblem on there and some didn't. So, and I've actually seen a couple with the USN, United States Navy, on there. So I gather when he was building, he was experimenting, but this one doesn't have it. Also, you'll notice, green. Doesn't have the emblem in the back. Like the other one I showed you, had the Argonaut Kraken logo in there. So obviously in prototype building, he was experimenting, and you know, that's how things progress, you know, they change. But nice and chrome. Ports. High pressure, low pressure ports, so got plenty of space there to put your once again your Ockies or your SPG gauge. This one here, the serial number AK19090. So they're all got serial numbers, so pretty cool, pretty very good. So that's pretty exciting stuff. So anyway, that's a bit on the Argonaut Kraken. So this once again I get asked. I'm going to talk about the 12 items probably that I get asked about mostly. One was a Dragon Ray, Kraken, and certainly I get asked a lot on the 2005 Mistral Aqua-Lung. That's the ones in the boxes, limited edition. I get asked about them a lot too, so you'll see a video coming up on those. But yeah, anyway, thanks for looking, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video.